The Los Angeles housing market is a cruel, merciless beast, and the experience of buying a home in Los Angeles is stressful at best, heartbreaking at worst. But according to the data, right now appears to be as good a time to enter the LA housing market as we've seen in years. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about in this week's Los Angeles Real Estate Roundup for December 16th, 2024, brought to you by Blueprint. If you're looking to buy a home in Los Angeles, you'll soon find that realtors want you to sign an exclusive agreement entitling them to 2.5% of whatever you offer to the seller of the home you want to buy. At Blueprint, we do not do exclusive agreements, and our agent fee is 60% less than the competition, allowing you to make a stronger offer for the house you want. Learn more at www.buywithblueprint.com. Now let's get into the data. And we are looking at the latest weekly print from Redfin for the Los Angeles metro market. And as you can see, the price declines that we've been seeing in Los Angeles have continued, but they have moderated this week. We are now at a median sale price of a home in Los Angeles at $895,000. That's down from last week's $898,000. And moving over to the new listing median price, this is the median price at which new listings are hitting the market. Our sharp decline over the past couple weeks has hit a bottom and bounced back. The new list median price for a home in Los Angeles is now also $895,000. Kind of interesting that median sale price and median list price are intersecting here. Technically, with list price on the way up and the list price usually leading sale price, it would suggest that sale prices are going to start climbing. Does this bounce back here mean that sale prices in LA are about to start climbing? In a word, I say no. Reason being, 1 week does not make a trend. We'll see what happens next week. New listings continue to plummet as we expect this time of year. You can see that the past couple of years in Los Angeles have all performed about the same this time of year. The red line 2021 had more new listings coming to market than 2022, 2023, and this year. This week, we saw 900 new listings on the Los Angeles market. That's down from 935 a week ago. And we're right in line with where we were in 2023 and just a little north of where we were in 2022. In homes sold, the number of homes sold in Los Angeles this week, flat from last week. 909 homes sold this week, 909 homes exactly sold last week. And what we've been talking about, and you'll notice, is that homes sold tracked with last year extremely tightly until about August. And then we started to see this space growing between homes sold this year and last year. And that's been drawing more inventory off the market since the end of summer. However, a spot of good news as we are headed toward the end of the year. In pending sales, we continue to see the overall declining trend that we've been seeing since about September. 1,016 homes went pending this week. 1,035 homes were pending last week. And when we see pending sales declining, it means we should expect to see homes sold declining in the weeks ahead. A home goes pending about 4 or 5 weeks before it becomes a home sold. So looking at the total inventory picture for Los Angeles, again, inventory is plummeting as we anticipate it to be this time of year, but you can see we're still well above the inventory levels that we were at this time last year. Right now, we have 14,982 homes on the Los Angeles housing market. This time last year, we had 13,021. In fact, we still haven't crossed over the 2022 line. We are almost exactly where we were inventory-wise at this time in 2022, which is represented by the black line. And if you recall, 2022 was the year that interest rates doubled. So at this point in time in 2022, interest rates had just completed doubling. Home buyers were essentially on strike, and inventory was exceptionally high. So in that context, you can see why this level of inventory, even though it's declining, is still pretty great for the Los Angeles home buyer. That said, we also have more buyers in the market now, and that's why weeks of supply is lower than it was at this point in 2022. Right now, we have 16.9 weeks of supply on the Los Angeles housing market. At this point in 2022, we had 17.9 weeks of supply left on the market. So you can see how weeks of supply takes the amount of active inventory and divides it by the rate of consumption, how many homes are being purchased per week. So even though we have the same amount of inventory on the market right now as we did at this point in 2022, there are more buyers buying homes. Homes are exiting the market faster. So that means we have less weeks of supply remaining. So when you balance today's inventory against today's demand, it actually means there's slightly less supply than in 2022, but still more supply than we had last year and a ton more supply than we had in 2021. At this point in 2021, we had 9.3 weeks of supply on the market. And lastly, we're going to look at median days on market. And this is a metric that measures how quickly the market is moving. Now, a fast market is great for sellers because bidding wars erupt quickly, they get settled quickly, and prices skyrocket. A slower market is good for buyers. It means there's options out there. It means you can take a little bit more time. It's Los Angeles. You can't take all the time in the world. And what I'm noticing is that median days on market has been trending exactly along with 2022 since about late August here. Right now, the median days on market for a home on the LA market is 46.7 days, which is almost exactly 47.2 days is where we were this time in 2022. But we're well above 2023's 39.2 days and 2021's 34.0 days. So what we have is a market that's a lot like 2022 in terms of the amount of inventory on the market, in terms of the slower pace of the market. Yes, there are a few more buyers on the market than we had in 2022, but also we're in a rate environment where rates are slowly cooling as opposed to 2022's rate environment in which rates had literally just doubled. So look, I'm not saying this is a buyer's market, far from it. But for LA terms, it's a pretty good time to get into the LA housing market. Certainly much more comfortable to get into the market now than waiting till March, April, May, June, next year's buying season. Keep around the LA market by subscribing to this channel and catching next week's Los Angeles Real Estate Roundup.